Welcome to our yoga session this morning. Right now it's early, early morning when the rest of the world, at least half the world, is asleep. So the energies are calm and we can tune into that. I drew an angel card for today. This is Archangel Uriel, who sits in the north. And the quote is, "Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind." So we're going to focus on heart opening for this work, this session. But we'll start with centering and breathing. Just come to a comfortable, easy pose. Extend up through your torso. Just align your neck over your tailbone. Create space in your spinal column as you lift. And when you lift, you have the hyoid bone, which is the bone it's a floating bone in your throat. And when you swallow, you can feel it move. So just try focusing on that and lifting from that center point. Sometimes we have you lift up through the spine, but you're having to use muscles there, and that can create contraction or tension. So just reach up from the hyoid bone in your center, up through the center of your crown. Let your muscles soften and relax. Close your eyes and just come to that center place. Bring your focus to your breath. Feel the movement. Check to see if you're holding during any part of the function. And then your body scan. Just start from head to toe, checking muscles and joints. Notice sensations around your body. What is your body telling you at this moment? Do you have stress or tension stored? Stiff or tight? And where do you feel open? Well, attune to breath is coordinating breath and movement. So bring your palms together. We'll work with sun breath. Just breathe your deep breath. Count to 4 as you lift. Inhale. And then open out. Exhale to a count of 8. And a few more times. Breathe up. Deep, full breath to a count of 4. And allow the air to flow out and then push it out. Squeeze to a count of 8. And just one more round. Breathing up. And then relax your palms on your knees or in your lap. And for a moment, bring your attention to your heart center, your heart chakra, Anahata, which is right over your sternum, the breastbone. And visualize green, the nature green healing color. And just see that color swirling around, spinning all the way through from front to back. Love given, love received. And let that green color wash away any issue around love, forgiveness, anger, any issues at all in that heart center. This is also where you connect to the vagus nerve. It connects at the heart center energetically. Vagus nerve being the nerve of connection. It's how we connect to each other. It's also longevity, immunity, and compassion. So working with a few neck rolls, just lower your chin down and start to circle around, loosen in your neck. And reverse. Notice any comments from your body, any sensations. And then let your chin come back down to your chest and roll your head up. And just circle around in your shoulders. Breathe them up. Exhale them down. And reverse. And just bend and straighten elbows a few times to loosen the joints, lubricate your elbows. And then bring that down into your wrists and circle around in your wrists to prepare for our downward dogs and plank poses. And bring the energy down into your fingers. Just give a squeeze and stretch out. Bring the energy into your fingertips. And draw your arms around behind you, interlace your fingers, and draw your shoulders together, your shoulder blades behind you. Squeeze, open the chest, open the shoulders. If you can, lift your arms behind you. You can squeeze as you press your head back, lift your arms, squeezing out tension. And just for a moment, focus on that heart center as you open your chest and squeeze in the back. Just imagine any issue at all. Just see it flow out as you circle and swirl the green around the whole area. If you could see your energy, your arms and shoulders are also green. They're an extension of your heart center. And then release your arms and breathe your arms up overhead. Interlace fingers and turn your palms up for a stretch. and press your arms back. Reach up taller, like you want to press your palms on the ceiling. And then separate your hands and just come over to your left, reaching to the side. We're just going to go back and forth a couple of times, lifting up and over to the other side. Up and over. Reach away from your hip. Turn the heart, rotate the heart upward. Look up under your arm. And release. We'll come into a seated position with the feet on the floor, knees vertical, and a few cat stretches to loosen in the spine. So reach up through your crown. Inhale. Exhale. Rounded cat. Inhale into your arching cat. Lift your heart to the sky. And exhale into rounded cat. Inhale into arching cat. And then come back to center, loosening for the hips. Just take legs over side to side, knees side to side. Gives you a little massage in your hips. Good. All right, so just come over onto your belly into Sphinx pose. Just roll your hips side to side, loosen in your low back. Just bend your knees and circle around in your ankles, both directions. And let your legs back down. Come into Sphinx pose. So press the pubic triangle down against the mat. Align your arms, shoulders, elbows, wrists. Press down in your legs and hips and draw your sternum forward and lift into Sphinx pose. Legs are active here. And to loosen up a little bit more, press down on your palms and lengthen your spine and reach up. Just press away, coming into baby cobra. And your shoulder blades down and lower back down into Sphinx. And then turn and look towards your feet on one side. Come around and look towards your feet on the other side. Come back to center. We'll work on our abdominal area for a few rounds of lifting. So press down in your forearms, take in a breath, activate your legs. Exhale, lift your hips up, bringing in more heating. So inhale, engage thighs, and exhale, lift into your ab work. One more time and lift. And then let your elbows out and come down. Just overlap your palms. Let your heels relax out to the side and pause for a moment. Feel your heart center here as it presses into the mat, the energy all the way through to your back. And then bring your arms around behind you, interlace your fingers, open your shoulders, lengthen through your neck, through your crown. Inhale, lift your arms up. Now, on your next inhale, lift up using your back muscles. Reach up, exhale down. Reach up, inhale, exhale down. Once more, inhale, lift. Now separate your hands, bend your knees, reach for your ankles, bring your thighs together, lengthen in your neck, and press your feet into your hands, lifting up into bow pose. As you breathe, you may rock a little bit and reach. Open that heart center, squeeze out tension in the back. Reach and let your legs down. Bring your palms under your shoulders and press back into child's pose to stretch out your back, lengthen it, and release tension. And lift up and just come around sitting. We're going to lie down onto our backs for fish pose, Matsyasana. So come down onto your back and with a slight bend in your knees, feet on the floor, so that you can roll side to side. You want to bring your arms underneath you as much as you can. I hook my thumbs together and pull my arms in a little closer, and then let your hands be flat on the floor and lengthen out in your legs. Flex your feet here. Take in your breath. Press down in your arms and lift your chest up. Just come up off the floor, squeezing shoulder blades together. Let your head relax back and just reach the top of your head down to the mat in fish pose. So the legs relax here. Even though your feet are flexed, you relax your legs. The work is done in the shoulders and lifting in the spine. Arching your back, reaching for the floor. You're on your forearms. To come out, lift back up. Bring your chin towards your chest. Separate your elbows and reach your low back down to the floor and lower down, rolling the spine back onto the floor. Stretch your neck and then remove your arms from underneath you and let your back settle into the mat. Turn your palms up for a moment, just a mini Shavasana. Fish is a great heart opener. Feel the energy around your heart, your upper back. And we'll come up with a yoga sit-up. So bring your legs back into alignment. Feet are just flexed. Breathe as you lift arms up overhead. Deep breath. Hold the breath for a moment. Bring your arms directly to your thighs, hands above your thighs. Start your exhale, chin onto your chest, and roll up into your sit up. And come in for a stretch. Lift up in your spine and hinge forward in your hips. Just come forward over your legs for a stretch. And then come back up into sitting. And bring your palms back behind you. Point your toes. We'll come into inclined plane. Activate your legs. Press down in your palms. Lift your hips up. Reach your toes towards the floor. Lift your heart and come back down. Flex your feet. Sitting tall. Breathe, arms up overhead. Hinge forward in the hips. Lead with your chest, arms by your ears. Come down over to your legs. And scoop fingertips forward and up. Inhale. And exhale, arms down. Pause. And then come up into standing. Come towards the front end of your mat. And just breathe palms into Namaste hands or Anjali Mudra. Take in your breath and scoop forward, up and back. Exhale, head to knee. And just soften your knees, step back into plank pose. Lift into your down dog. And then step your right foot into sun pose. Let the back knee down, the toes out onto the floor. Reach up, lift into the lunge, the high lunge. Breathe your arms up overhead. Reach. Exhale into your lunge and reach up into crescent, leaning back. And come forward into sun pose. Prepare for downward facing dog. Lift your back knee, just step it back. And inhale. Step into your sun pose with the left leg forward. Let your back knee down, toes out. Sun pose. And then lift up into the high lunge. Breathe, arms up overhead. Reach. Exhale forward. Lift the fingertips. Lift the heart up to the sky and lean back into the crescent. Open your heart. Anything that is not truly you, let it spill out. And come back to sun pose. Lift the back knee and step back into downward facing dog. Now bring your right knee forward in between your palms, just for a hip stretch in pigeon. Again, lifting the heart, open the shoulders, reach the heart up to the sky, wherever your body will go in this moment. And let your body melt down over the leg. Bring your palms back under your shoulders. Turn your toes under. We're just going to lift up and change legs. Bring the left knee forward into pigeon. Reach the heart forward and up. Scoop it up. Lift it to the sky. Reach to the heavens. Let the green swirl around, bringing healing, healing the emotions, releasing any frustration, anger, anything that is not truly you. And melt down over the leg. And then scoop it up, lift, come over onto your hip, swing your legs around, separate your feet, and roll down onto your back for Shavasana. Make sure your hips are curled under if you need a bolster under your knees. Relax down, bring your shoulder blades under, turn your palms up. If your shoulders are a little tight yet, you can take your arms out further, turn your elbows forward, and let your arms relax, your shoulders into the floor. So relax all of your muscles. Archangel Uriel, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. Visualize the healing green color in your heart area. See it as a light, a green, vibrant, alive light, like liquid light. Swirl it all around and then let it burst out into the rest of your body, bringing healing to every cell, bathed in green heart color. And then let it go, relax. Watch for enthusiasm or joy or a sense of well being. Watch for that to float up to the surface of your mind, your consciousness. Choose. Choose love over fear. And start now to return, bring your awareness back to the fifth dimension, to the physical dimension. Start to bring movement into your body, fingers and toes. Take your head side to side. Slide your feet together and lift your knees to your chest. Stretch your back. Roll side to side if that feels good for you. And roll to your right side. Press your palms down and come up into sitting. And just bring your left hand over your heart center and then your right hand over left, just crossing hands. Another connection to the heart. And then bring palms to Anjali Mudra. May your day be filled with healing and opening the heart even more, allowing greater love to flow in, through, and all around you. Shine your light. Namaste.